guys!
It's Bree
And Zoe.
and welcome back to another episode of
Basically. So basically today, as you can tell, Bree is going to be doing my nails.
Yeah. So,
But before we start, we're going to start by cheersing with our favorite drink,
I can't.
Dr. Pepper. Okay, so ASMR.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Oh god.
That's cute. Cheers. Refreshing.
Very nice.
Okay, so what are we gonna do today?
So today I actually brought Bree a couple options.
Okay.
And I know you guys saw my password last time, okay? I changed it. I don't need people telling me. Okay. Creepers. Okay. So basically, okay, you'll put them on the screen.
Okay, I'll put them on.
Yeah. So we have this one.
I like those.
These
Okay.
are the.
I like these
Oh, don't delete it.
or these or
It stops there.
these.
I like those a lot too.
Okay, so what you pick between those? Okay, so we're doing A press. Okay, go. Okay, so put your hands in.
Today, hold on, wait, let me pick. Okay, should I do this one?
Guys, this happens every single time.
Or what was it? These? Okay, no, these are for. It was this one or the other one?
Whatever you want. Just decide.
I think the other one.
Okay, you want to do those?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what colors?
The same.
We could funny bunny.
We could mesh them together and do different colored flowers on here.
Okay, perfect. And then, so you want that thing? Nude. Okay. And then that white, do you want white or you want funny bunny?
Like a beigey white. Like
funny bunny.
Yeah.
Milky
white. As long as it's not see-through. But yeah, milky.
Okay, yeah. On this one too. Okay, and then the flowers, we're gonna do
these colors.
We're gonna do these colors. Okay. Okay, perfect. So let's get started.
Went really fast.
Okay, put your hands in. Okay, guys. So basically, we're gonna be talking about some fun things this episode. A lot of self-care,
changing just realizing the perspective you have on life.
Exactly. So basically, I started to do nails when I was 5 on my grandma. Shout out to grandma. And then I was a mess. But then I started practicing on myself because I just loved it so much. And I got but of course I was little, so I just practiced with regular nail polish. But then during the pandemic, I just went crazy and went to the nail supply and just bought
everything.
So much. I have a whole cart of can I curse?
No.
Well, I have a whole cart of stuff. I have a whole cart of stuff. It's pretty bad. And I just do it on myself. I do it on Zoeys or my mom. I do somewhere with friends. Yeah, that's it. That's my nail journey.
So yeah.
And
we've come a long way.
Yes, we have.
She's been practicing on me for a while. I'm the OG nail client.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay, so yeah, that's it.
So now we want to talk about how happy we are that our friends liked our last podcast.
Oh yeah, guys, I thought it was gonna go way worse. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so
it was
it made us very
heartwarming.
Happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Just thanks for watching. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and then turn on post notifications down below.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to say that, and now we're actually saying it. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you, while I'm doing it, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Okay, basically right now, I'm pushing back her cuticles and I'm cleaning them up because they're a little rusty.
It's been a little bit.
The last nails were They lasted a while.
Mm-hmm. They were for
the Barbie movie.
Yeah. They're really cute.
Yeah.
But today we're doing A-Press, which is my favorite. And Bria and I, whenever we do A-Press, she always fights with me because I always want really, really long, like, ghetto nails. And she always cuts them shorter and shorter and shorter.
I'm just trying to help you out. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, today's nails are very cute. They're like the last summer nails that can happen.
Yeah, before we go back to school.
Which,
even though during school we still do fun things.
Yeah. But back to school's so close.
Yeah, it's not okay.
It's literally August 2nd.
When we're filming this.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see this like on Monday, but it's literally August 2nd.
I'm not prepared.
Hello. We go back to 17.
That's crazy. That's like 2 weeks.
That's depressing. And we start on a Thursday.
But that's good because then we only have like 2 days.
And our first pep rally is on Friday of the next week. Oh gosh. Yeah. That's going to be fun. We're so excited for pep rally vlogs. A little ASMR for you guys.
Okay guys, so now I'm just trimming her cuticles because actually they're not that bad. I'm proud of you. Good job.
And they're not that bad because I feel like when girls get their nails done, it's usually like every 2 to 3 weeks. Which leads us into our next topic of self-care. So basically, when it comes to nails, what are some self-care tips that you would implement as a nail tech?
Okay, don't bite your nails. Like I know it's a habit, but yeah, that's my biggest one because oh wait, a really good one. Okay, yeah, don't bite your nails. But a really good one is try avoiding using your nails. Like,
oh yeah, she has to you have to like adjust your life to like not wear
nails. It sounds really like hard. I'm not gonna lie, because if you think about it, to like open a can,
everything, to do pressing buttons, typing. Even though I type obnoxiously when I have nails because I like
the noise.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, just try avoiding using your nails. Mm-hmm. Like try to use like the,
especially when you're putting on jewelry and taking off jewelry.
Oh yeah, like just ask for help. Like honestly, just like be like, can you open this for me?
Or life hack: get a bobby pin. Rosie taught us this. Get a bobby pin, stick it through a hole, and then you use okay, you get a bobby pin, you put it through the hole of the bracelet where you clip on like the thing too. Then you grab the clip and you just hold the bobby pin.
Okay,
here.
you know I'm still doing your nails.
Sorry. And yeah, that's what you do. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Another self-care thing that I know for girls is like a really big thing, the everything shower.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about the everything shower. Let's debrief the everything shower because I love everything showers, even though they do make me like sweat. And sweating in the shower is like the weirdest feeling because I can't tell like the difference between my sweat and the water sweat.
The thing about the everything shower is that honestly I leave faint. Like I feel like I'm gonna faint. Because I love to shower with like hot water.
Yes, and which apparently self-care really bad for you.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I remember in like elementary school, our teacher, he was very politically correct. So he would be like, oh, he would talk about when he lived in France and all that stuff. So then he'd be like, oh yeah, it's really good when you like, do you guys not switch like your showers from hot and cold like randomly? And then we're all like, no one does that. And he was like, yeah, it's really good. But yeah.
No one does that. But yeah, I do end like when in my everything showers. Okay, let's go through the process. So everything shower, I get in, water's boiling.
Mm-hmm. You have to wait.
I always wash my hair first. So I shampoo.
Okay, yeah.
What's your first step?
Shampoo? I shampoo too.
And then I let my shampoo like sit for 5 seconds. And then I go and I rinse it out. And I think you shampoo twice, but I don't.
I shampoo like 3 times.
Oh, that's great.
With 3 additional shampoos.
Okay. Okay, go. So talk
okay, yeah. So basically, I start by shampooing, and then after because I have the dandruff shampoo, so then I let it sit while I prepare my loofah and stuff, right? And then I rinse that, and then I put on the good smelling shampoo. And then I loofah myself. No, I wash my face, and then I do the baby shampoo on my hair, and then I wash my face with it. So good, guys. Buy the baby shampoo to wash your face. It's so good. So good. It's for babies. Like, how is it not gonna be good for your skin? Like, come on, And it gets rid of everything. I swear. Like, if I have makeup on and I wash it, it's like, you know how you always have a little bit under your eyes, from your mascara. It's so good. Like, it gets rid of it. Go cop one of those. Actually, don't, because then I'll run out and I won't be able to buy.
We're not that famous yet. That's okay. We will be.
We will be. Girl, you have to manifest.
Okay, but that's another thing we could talk about. But anyways, so yes, I only shampoo one time, but I do let it sit for a little bit, and then I just rinse out and I conditioner and I put it in a claw clip, and my conditioner sits with me for the rest of my everything shower.
I agree. After I rinse that and wash my face, I put the conditioner, and then I shave, and then I wash, and then I exfoliate.
So I don't have one of those tea tree hut.
Oh, I do.
Things. I wish I did, but I don't. I'll steal one from my sister. But I just exfoliate with a loofah. Also, when I wash my hair, I use a scalp scrubber. That is so good. It feels so nice. So nice.
Actually,
invest in that. So good.
Actually, loofahs are really bad for you.
Yeah, I change mine
you have to switch it at least every 6 months. Your
every
toothbrush.
6 months.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Oh, I do it more often.
But yeah, and then so basically, what I've been doing is I saw this thing. When you shower with a loofah, it doesn't really there's a lot of bacteria on the loofahs. So what really gets you clean? What happened?
I'm not sure.
What really gets you clean? I saw you get a little toallita.
How is that different than a loofah?
I don't know, but it really
wouldn't that absorb more?
Supposedly it gets you really clean, so I started using one. I don't know.
Weird.
Wait and see. Time will tell, guys.
Well, if she smells, now we know why. Okay, no, but yeah. And then I wash my body. Then I shave with shaving cream.
You use shaving cream?
Yeah. And it comes out so smooth. So smooth. So smooth.
Really? That works the opposite for me.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I love shaving cream. And then after that, I shower again, rinse out my conditioner, wash my face, and that's my everything shower. The water stays hot. And then at the end, I'll put it really cold and I'll wet my hair because apparently it makes it shiny. Since I was little, I've been doing that.
I do cold water too.
So
it feels so good.
And especially since I feel like I'm about to faint. It's
no, it just feels so relaxing, cold water after.
And then brushing my teeth. I've noticed.
Okay, for the other day, Zoe slept over my house for the first time.
Okay, so we're a big deal.
Okay, and we're brushing our teeth, and girl pulls out
two
toothbrushes, and I'm like, what?
So let me explain. I came over at night, and at night I brush my teeth, I floss, I do the whole shebang, and then. Okay, so basically at my house I have 3 toothbrushes. I have 1 toothbrush for the morning, 1 toothbrush for night, and 1 toothbrush for my retainer.
Yeah, I just have 2. 1 for my retainer and 1 for my teeth.
But think about it. Let me change the way you think. In the morning when you wake up, you're brushing away the bacteria that your mouth created by itself overnight. The morning breath, that kind of bacteria. At night, you're brushing food. And in the morning, when you're brushing your morning stuff, do you want to be brushing it with the food that you brushed last night?
Wait, you're making it sound like that, but do you not rinse your toothbrush after?
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
that's
obviously.
What I mean. But then it's also you never switch your toothbrushes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, not never. Never's crazy. But rarely. Every 6 months. No, every 6 months is pushing it. I'd say like every 3 to 4 months. But whatever. Either way,
Every time
even
I go to
more
the dentist,
reason.
so every 6 months is when I switch my
Even more reason. I use one at night. Get rid of all, like, if I have something in my teeth. Like, if I just ate an Oreo.
Girl, that's why you floss.
You floss after you brush your teeth, first of all.
Okay, no, both. I floss before to get rid of the gunk.
That's so
and
extra.
then
Okay. No, I don't do that. I brush, then I floss.
like it's not like I floss every day
retainer.
either.
Oh, I floss every day now. Yeah, but then it's told me, so I floss every day. But yeah, so I brush, I floss, I brush my retainer, put it on, and I rinse my mouth after I floss because it's. Like,
oh yeah, I
it's
floss
a big thing.
like with my toothpaste in my mouth, and then I brush it again and I rinse. Yeah. Okay, guys. So now I'm gonna measure her nails. So we're doing a.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
It's doing a press. Okay, guys, we're back, and I just filed down all the nails and her nails using my little drill. So now I'm gonna start by putting them on. So yeah, you can talk about it.
Okay. So as she's gluing on the nails, we're gonna talk about some things that I read in this book that basically will like help you like try to think in a different way so you could just be like happier with your life. So we're gonna get a little bit deep. But it's not gonna be deep, but it's gonna be deep.
Yeah.
But it's gonna help you. So like when you're watching this, like open your brain and be like, wow, that's so true. Okay. So I'll put in my password. Okay, so first these are subconscious things that are keeping you from having the life you want or like achieving the happiness that you want. So first, you believe that creating the best life is a matter of deciding what you want and then going after it, but in reality, you are psychologically incapable of being able to predict what will make you happy. So I'm going to put this in a scenario for like the people that I know are watching. So for example, like in dance, getting put in the front. Like if someone told me, like, okay, if you got put in the front, how would you feel? Like we'd all be happy, right? So then, well, unless you're weird. But okay, so then that's like something that, okay, if I get put in the front, I'll be happy, right? So for flag football, you get first string and you're happy. For volleyball, you play good, you're happy, whatever. For like any scenario that you're in, when you get what you want, you'll think you'll be happy. But like, for example, if we get what we want, we're in the front and the dance sucks. I'm not going to be happy. Or the crowd sucks, I'm not going to be happy. So if I just have the idea that like, okay, I'm going to stop like striving for everything else, I'm just going to strive to be in the front of the dance because that's what will make me happy, it's not going to solve like depression because I'm in the front of the dance.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the front row, but there are people pointing at me, laughing at me, but it doesn't, like nothing else can make me happy now because the only thing that I was aiming for was the spot in the front.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so then, yeah, so when you arrive at this moment, you're like, okay, I want to stay here forever because now my happiness... What? Sorry. Now my happiness, like, depends on this moment being the moment that it is. So if I'm in the front at the beginning of dance and I get happy because I'm in the front, or, like, momentarily happy, because then when I get moved to the back for the next formation change...
You have to complain about it.
Exactly. And there's nothing to make me happy anymore. So I just want to stay in that moment forever because that's like my moment of happiness. Like I want to stay in that moment, but it's impossible. So if I depend my happiness on something that isn't like secure or something that
and
depends on other things.
Also, the problem with that, I feel like people like you don't like that's just your goal. Like you're like okay, yeah, you're just gonna be happy, but like it's not.
I get you. Like you need to understand that it's not.
It's not the end. Like you have to think ahead. Like not in momentarily, but like I feel especially with like our like generation. I feel like kids, like I don't know, like I don't see people as motivated as like they were before. Like they used to think more ahead. Like oh, in like 10 years, I know. Like I'm not saying you need to know what college, for example, you're gonna go to tomorrow, but you have an idea. You start making like a a list. You start like thinking, you know, because like in the long run, like unless you're like a professional dancer, you're not gonna be thinking if you're gonna be in the front of a. You're gonna think like, oh, I'm a successful doctor, lawyer, this.
And then you realize that like, oh, I spent all of high school like making sure that I was in the front for a pep rally, and that was the only thing that made me happy, when I should have been like, okay, striving to be in the front, but then also like striving in class.
And good things take time, guys. Good things take time. Everything has perfect timing. So like, I see a lot of people like, you get mad, but like, I feel everything happens for a reason, and it's not just gonna come to you. It's gonna take time, and you have to work for it. It's not like, you know,
formations are also always changed.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a joke. I love having long tails. Okay, guys, this is where we're at right now. What are you doing, Brie?
Right now, I'm filing and shaping your nails and buffing them.
So we'll be back to you guys. We'll be back.
Okay, guys, we're back, and I just finished filing, shaping, buffing, everything her nails, and now we're gonna start painting, and we're gonna get into the most interesting part of the podcast.
Okay, so. Okay, wait. Tell them the colors you're using.
Okay, so basically, we're gonna put here's the design somewhere here. And we're basically gonna be using Funny Bunny, and we're gonna do like a little accent in with like colorful flowers, you know.
But we're mixing it with this one, so there's 2 fingers of colorful flowers, and then these are French. Oh, there's 3 fingers of colorful flowers.
Cute.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about. Okay, guys, so basically, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is kind of like points that we're going to hit that basically can help you be more like emotionally intelligent, or just like aware of your emotions. So these are things that you should not do if your goal is to do that.
And this doesn't mean just like, put it in. Yeah. This doesn't mean just like in any type of relationship, like,
or that it's something
with
easy.
A spouse, with a friend, with your relatives, but like also with like yourself and like your life. So yeah.
Okay. So first, you should not assume that the way that you think or feel about a situation is the way that it is in reality. Okay. So if something happens and I assume that it's something bad, like that's not what it really means, if that makes sense. So it could be like either good for someone else or it could be good for me. So let's say I go through something that's like traumatic. For example, I had vertigo, which basically means that I was dizzy like all the time. And honestly, it kind of like ruined my life. Like I was really frustrated. Like I went through like doctors couldn't tell me, like they couldn't help me. I couldn't do what I love. Like I couldn't dance.
She basically, guys, went from being really active, involved, everything to just sitting on the side. Like
and like it honestly like hit like pause on my entire life. And it was almost like frustrated, like emotionally, and like imagine being dizzy all the time. Like someone spins you on a chair and then like you're like dizzy, and it sucked. So that like hit pause in my life. And around that time we had our dance team had like our final show. We had a bunch of performances. The practices were fun. It was the end of the school year. And so I missed out on a lot of things. And like in dance I was sitting out like a lot, which sounds like, oh, like you got to skip like workouts and stuff. But honestly, like, okay, I looked at it as a bad thing. But when you think about it now...
Did it finish?
Yeah, I think so. When I think about it now, it made me like appreciate like what I do in a different way. So like, for example, during dance, when we were miserable, I was like, okay, like this is so much better than being sitting down like watching people do what I'm dying to do. So like I'm gonna give it my all because now I can finally do what I love again. Like I can finally like enjoy like life like normal, like how I used to. So I spent the whole summer doing physical therapy and it was miserable. Like I would leave like wanting to throw up, wanting to like cry, like it was bad. And
it was basically just looking side to side, like.
So like physical therapy for the vertigo, the type of vertigo that I had, after they ran like a million tests on me and they couldn't tell me much, I did PT, and the PT was basically like for someone who doesn't have vertigo, it seems like the most stupid thing. Like, how are you like getting frustrated and crying over like looking at two dots, like literally moving your eyes like from side to side? But like I felt so like frustrated because I used to be able to do like flips on my head, and like I used to be able to like do turns, and now looking at two dots makes me dizzy. So like that feeling was like the worst. So yeah, just because something is bad now, out of that bad situation or what I consider a bad situation, I was able to like turn around, and now I have like a new appreciation for everything. Like I'll do so, like even now looking back and forth, like wow, like I couldn't do that before. Like it just like a new meaning for everything. Yeah. So yeah, pretty deep, but yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the next point that we want to make in like when trying to reach the goal of being in touch with your emotions or emotionally intelligent when it comes to yourself or relationships or other people is that you can't assume what it is that will make you truly happy, or like what will get you to that destination of being truly happy.
So yeah, basically this is an example. So this is mainly for people like our age, younger, even a little older. I feel like now not everyone, I like to think of myself as more mature, and I feel nowadays not everyone like they're more mature but think they know what, like more than like they actually do. So like they're like, oh yeah, this is gonna make me happy, this is gonna, you know, like they think they know everything, and it's kind of like you really don't. Like they're like anything can happen to you, like to you from here to like an hour, like in, you know, like you never know. So it's, I think mainly just like listen to other people. I feel like that's very hard for people to do. Even for me, like when someone like tries to tell me something, I think I know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, no, like I know, but then like, and that's like my fault. But I just feel like nowadays, especially, people don't listen to other people. Like you don't take people's advice. You listen, but it goes in through one ear, not the other. And I feel like just take your time to really listen and implement that in your life, because it is really gonna make a difference. And what was the words that you said? The point, the
make you truly happy. You can't assume what will make you truly happy.
Exactly. So with that, like just making that simple difference and implementing that like in your everyday life, you're gonna notice like, oh, you know, these people might be right. Like maybe I don't know anything. Okay, this is kind of okay. So we basically took a summer class, right, of philosophy. Oh, God. And if there's anything I actually like have with myself is the claim of ignorance is what is it?
The claim of ignorance is greater than claiming knowledge.
Than the claim of knowledge, which is actually like the more you think of it, the more it applies to so many things. Like I never would have like, you know what I mean?
So basically it means that like it's better like to sit down and be like, you know what, maybe I don't know everything. Like maybe I feel like, okay, I'm smart for my age and I'm doing well, but at the end of the day, to sit down and be like, you know what, maybe I don't know it all, is better than to sit down and be like, I know everything, like I don't need to listen to people.
And like, even if you know something, like you're like,
you don't know everything.
You don't know. So just like, because you can know, for example, how a potato chip is made, but you're not gonna know like the things to make the potato chip. Does that make sense? Like you have to like, even if you don't know, I mean, even if you know, you just listen to what you know, and more things will come out of it. Does that make sense?
Also, like to add on to what Brie was saying, that like when you are taking advice from people, be careful, because not everyone will have your best interest at heart. So if you're taking advice from a friend or like someone that you're close with, or even like just like take everything with like a grain of salt. Like obviously if you're like talking to like an adult and like your grandma or your mom or your aunt or like whoever, or your older cousin, like you know that they have your best interest at heart, then okay. But just especially at our age, be very careful, because people, you just,
it's very easy for someone to be like, oh, should I wear this dress? And they're like, yeah. But they know because, for example, your dress is better. Does that make sense? So like, yeah, wear that one. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. And I feel like, honestly, that comes back.
Not that one.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. I feel like that comes back to you. Like, I don't know. I always think of things like back in my conscious. I'm like, let's say I wear someone asked me a question and I was gonna say yes, but I really meant no. I feel like if I say yes and don't say, like, I feel like it's gonna come back to me. I feel like it's gonna.
But a lot of people our age don't have like a conscience at the same time.
That sounds so bad, but it's true.
Yeah. But yeah, so just, you can't always like assume, okay, if I do that, that will make me happy, because if you don't, you'll be like extremely, extremely disappointed. Which is another thing.
And so, you're just not knowledgeable. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Like, pipe down.
Okay, so another thing that this kind of takes us into is you can't like plan out the way that situations will happen. So basically, when,
that's a good one.
Especially people our age, we love to like, when we're falling asleep, or like just girls like trying to find, like, figure out, okay, when if I text him this, he'll respond this, or if I look at him this way, he'll look at, like, not even only with boys, but just like any situation, like, okay, if I tell my teacher this, then they'll say this, like, they'll change my grade because I said that. So just when you like, so let's say I'm laying in bed and I'm like, okay, tomorrow I need to talk to this person. So I'm going to pretend like I'm talking to them. So I say this and they're going to say this in return. And then you work out how it'll work out perfectly.
The whole conversation is going to go.
Like, it'll work out in your brain and it's perfect, and you go, like, and you feel better. Like, it helps you feel better. And you go and you're like, okay. But then when you confront that person, or when you have that conversation, that hard conversation, yeah, finished. Or like, when you're doing that thing that's like not, and it doesn't happen the way that you planned, then it's automatically ruined for you. Like, you don't know what to say, you don't know how you really feel anymore, because you know how you were going to feel in response to what they were going to say or do, but now you've lost, like, all meaning in that situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, in addition to that, I think it's just, like, people have so many high expectations for things that are not worth it. Having high expectations, because, like, I don't know, like, you can have a high expectation for what you're gonna be in the future, for what car you're gonna have, for like materialistic things, but when it comes to like emotional wise, like, you
never know. You can't depend on other people to react the way that you want them to react.
Exactly.
So, like, for example, we're girls. If I have a crush on this guy and he walks past me, and, like, in my head at night, when I was like, oh, I'm going to say hi because he's going to walk past me at this time, and then he's going to say hi back, right? And, like, I got super excited. But then I go and I say hi to him, and he, like, looks the other way. My day is ruined because I depended my reaction on him reacting the way that I wanted him to react. And that could just, like, ruin my day.
And, like, okay, moving on. This is in regards to, like, the whole boy thing. Especially nowadays, I feel like a lot of girls, like, it's on, like, what a guy says or tells you, or
to validate yourself.
Yeah, so, like, and then it becomes a whole topic of conversation with your friends, and then at one point you become, like, obsessed of what he thinks of you instead of what you think of yourself. And like I just feel like as a girl you have to just stand your ground. Like, it can't be like, not like, can I say this? Okay. Like, it's not like feminism, like, girls this, girls like, okay, it's nice, like, you know, it's a two-way street, you know what I mean, like, with a boy, but you have to also, like, keep your ground. You know, stay grounded. It's not like he tells you you're beautiful and all of a sudden you're, like, on your knees. You know what I mean? Like, you have to stand your ground. You have to know, because anything can happen. Yeah, and especially, like, this young.
But I feel like, obviously, as girls, like, a guy tells us, like, oh, you're beautiful, and it's like, oh my god, like, yeah. But if he tells me the next day he doesn't tell me I'm beautiful, and then I don't feel beautiful, it can't be like that. Like, it can't be like, oh, only when he tells me I'm beautiful, or only when that guy likes my story do I feel beautiful. Which, for us girls, I know at our age is very easy, like, mindset to have, just because it's easy to base things off of that. But we can't, because boys are, like, unpredictable. And you never know. And so you just need to be secure in yourself before you can
be careful.
Depend on anyone else.
You need to figure out, both in the boy and the girl, you need to figure out who you are, like, emotionally, physically, like, what is your personality? Do you know what I mean? Like, because you can't be unsure going into, like, a relationship, not even just, like, with, like, going into a relationship with a spouse, but just like with a friendship, if you don't know how, like, your boundaries, your basic like expectations on how you want to be treated, like, you know what I mean, like, stand your ground, like, don't let people like take advantage and manipulate you, like,
or like change the way that you think.
yeah, exactly. Like, know how to make decisions for yourself. Like, who cares? Like, there's 8 billion people in the world. Like, one that's how I think.
Yeah, that's a thing that has like, when I have a bad day, I'm like, okay, like, the world is so big. Like, there's so many things that can happen that could be so much worse. So, like, just a positive mindset, which brings us right into...
Oh my god, you scared me.
Which brings us right into a thing that we love to do.
What do we love to do?
Manifest, or like speak things into existence.
And this is the progress so far, so
This
cute.
is where we're at.
And
I don't
now
know if
we're
you
gonna
can
do
see,
this.
but they look really, really, really
Okay,
good.
thank you.
You're welcome. There. So, back to what we left off on. Manifesting. So, do you want to start or should I?
You start, because I'm focus.
Okay, she's gonna focus. So, manifesting, okay, so the way that, like, we like to manifest on, like, a daily basis is just, like, like, speaking things into existence more than, like, actually, like, getting a journal and writing it down 40 times. So, besides the fact that I think it helps things happen sometimes, I think it completely, like, changes your attitude.
Yeah, your mentality about things.
Like, about everything. Like, for example, if something, like, really bad is happening, or, like, the day started kind of, like, crappy, I'll, like, okay, you know what? It's gonna be a good day. Or, like, let's say we started these nails, and Brie was, like, instead of being, like, oh, I can't do that, she would be, like, no, I can do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do it. So, like, especially when starting the podcast, this was kind of, like, the podcast... Well, sorry. The podcast went from an idea to, like, something that became so real so fast. So, like, when we were doing it, there was a lot of doubt, like, oh, no one's gonna like it. No, but, like, speaking into existence of, like, okay, people are gonna like it. Okay, like, we're gonna enjoy doing it no matter what. So, like, just, like, speaking like that is, like, the reason that we actually started it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that mentality completely, like, changes everything.
Yeah, and then, like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then, like, it, like, I don't know. Not, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not because, like, something in the other world is, like, making it happen. It's just, like, when you, like, okay, I'm gonna do it, like, you're gonna do it. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna do it, you know?
It's like, since when you're little, people tell you, like, you can't say you can't do it. Or you can't say, like, never. Like, never say never. And, like, again, when we were little, like, that meant nothing. And now, here I am, every day, I'm like, good things will happen. Like, I'm getting ready, doing my makeup in the morning for school. I'm like, today's gonna be a great day. Today I'm gonna pass my test. And, like, just, like, talking like that. Like, it sounds silly, and it does feel silly sometimes. But, like, it completely changes, like, the way that, like, I feel throughout the entire day. And, like, if I'm nervous about a test, you know what? Like, I studied, and, like, everything will happen the way it's supposed to happen. And, like, another big thing that we always, like, say, everything happens for a reason. Like, even if, like, something bad...
I feel like we're always saying that.
Yeah, like, even if something, like, if something we feel is bad is happening, it's always, like, everything happens for a reason.
Guys, it's a canon effect. It's a canon effect.
Yes, the canon effect. So, like, for example, back to the vertigo thing, everything happened for a reason. Like, now I appreciate things differently. I look at, like, I'm more careful. Like, just, like, that.
Not really, because in dance you were doing like 20 head springs in a row.
I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. So, the whole manifesting idea.
You should get on this.
If you don't do it, try doing it. We're getting back to school. Just start while you're getting ready on the first day of school. This year's going to be good. I'm going to do good. Today's going to happen. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out the way I want it to. Today's going to be good. I feel pretty. Anything that you want to feel, just
literally,
say.
And honestly, like, having a bad attitude about everything is just unattractive, like, to yourself, to, like, other people around you. Like, like, I don't want to be around someone who's like, no, I can't do it. Like, honestly, I mean, we're all humans. We're gonna be like, okay, like,
or like
I can't do that. Yeah, frustration. But, like,
being aware of that you can change.
It's to have the mentality that like frustration can't get the best of you. You need to have like a good day, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, mental health, self-care, you know.
Yeah. We're gonna finish up these flowers. Well, Bree's gonna finish up these flowers. Sneak peek. And we'll get back to you guys.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so basically
we are done.
We're basically done, guys.
They look
I'm gonna insert picture here.
So good. Look. She's probably gonna put a picture, but they look so good.
So that was nails with us, and
yeah, so
think about some things we said. Yeah. Apply them to your life. Self-care, you know, take your girl time, go get your nails done.
You first.
Go do your makeup. Having everything shower. Yeah, just
everything. Drink some Dr. Pepper.
And do it while listening to this podcast.
Real.
Cheers.
So basically, that's it.
Bye
guys.
that was cute.
We did it!